Yo, what's going on, folks? My name is ELTheGeek, and I am coming back with my impressions of Thief for the PlayStation 4. Now, some of these thoughts and impressions may leak over into different variations of the game, so you can probably apply that to that. This is just going to be my blanket thought about the game as it is. Now, first off, let me start off by saying that I do not like stealth games. I like Splinter Cell games. I like Metal Gear Solid, just Metal Gear games, but I don't like straight stealth games. Like, I want to be able to destroy people. I want to pull out a gun every now and then and just, well, that sounds kind of abrupt, but in the video game world, I want to be able to sometimes break myself outside of the normal stealth, where I feel like I'm weak, or like I need, like, there's some kind of consequence for my actions. In games like, let's say, Splinter Cell, I can break out of my stealth and I can go and do something else, and I can pull out a gun and shoot somebody, and it might not necessarily have any direct repercussions because I'll be using a silencer, or there's different ways for me to finagle, shall I say, my way around things. Metal Gear Solid, there seems like there's force to your actions. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can pull out guns. There's a larger arsenal, shall I say, of ways for you to take people out, lethal and non-lethal, and that, I think, really adds to those types of games. Now, my first initial play of this game, I didn't like that about this game at all, and I will tell you that. I did not like the fact that I had to play stealthy. I did not like the fact that it's basically telling you this is how you're going to play, or you're just not going to do good at the game at all. But after a while, I just started to embrace that point.
Aaron made this thing sound noisier than
once you start to embrace that part, I think it becomes a little bit better. Now, I will start off by saying that on my first playthrough of this game, I did experience some hiccups and frame rate jitters in the cutscenes. On my second playthrough, when I went back on my second part, when I went and redid the parts where I experienced a lot of jitters and things like that in the cutscenes, everything seemed to work good. I don't know if that had something to do with the fact that I was live streaming it through PlayStation, or if it was the fact that my hard drive just hadn't cached any of the information yet. So on my second playthrough my second time going through the first missions that I've played already, I didn't notice any of the stuttering problems. So I will say that if you were out on my live stream on the day that I got the game on Friday, my second playthrough just recently, I didn't have any of those issues, like the frame rate jitters. They really weren't there. There were some slowdowns and frame rate drops, but it wasn't as frequent as it was in my playthrough, as evident as it was in my live stream that I was doing on Friday. But let's just jump back into the gameplay. I just wanted to get that out there and put that out from the point, because I know a lot of people came out and they saw the videos, and they saw me playing, and that was very apparent that there was some kind of frame rate jitters. I don't know if there's going to be the same thing for you. I do have a different hard drive in my PlayStation 4. Who knows? It is what it is. But let's get on to the gameplay. Now, this gameplay is pretty much stealth or die, in my opinion. You have the blackjack, but until you upgrade the blackjack enough, you're pretty much not going to do enough damage to attack people head on. And even if you do, there's quite a large level of penalties that you can face. The guards are pretty much stronger than you. The guards know, they have an idea of the hiding spots, and they will search in those hiding spots for you. So it's not necessarily a dumb game when it comes to the AI. The AI, depending on how you have them set up, they do some things that are kind of, what's the word I want to use? Kind of lets you off like real easy. Just kind of let you off real easily, and that can be adjusted. I was playing on Thief. I was playing on Thief difficulty, which is basically normal. There's also Master and there's Custom, where you can set it so any type of thing, like if you get hit once, you're dead. Just there's a whole bunch of different a level of configuration as far as the difficulty that you want to play it in. So it's not necessarily an easy game. You can tweak it so where you get hit once, you know, you're automatically dead, or you know, there's just so much in the level of difficulty that it pretty much suits anybody, any type of play level. Me, I'm not really good in stealth play, so for my first playthrough, I'm playing it just on Thief. But I think I'm going to go back to it and I want to play it again after I finish it. Now, I mean, that's what I really feel about this game. At first, I really did not like it, but once I started getting into it, and once I just started to embrace the fact that I was supposed to be a thief and that I was supposed to do stealth, it became a lot more fun. I mean, just playing the game, it just felt fun. I mean, the world around it, you can see like there was such attention to detail as far as like the atmosphere, and everything just felt like there, like everyone in that area was like, there's some pretty hilarious conversations, but everyone in the, like, you can tell it's, you know, back in those days, it seems the way it's perceived that there was, you know, there was bad people, and there were people that were just not as bad as those other people. And that's kind of what it felt like in this game. There wasn't like white knights. There was a guy who was basically Robin Hood, and he was robbing from the rich to rob from the rich, you know, pay for the poor, whichever, which is Garrett. Now, I will state that I haven't played any of the other Thief games, and I will put that out there. Also, I probably should have said that at the beginning, but I didn't. This is my first Thief game, so for people that have already played the franchise, it might be a different experience for you. It might not be true to the experience that you've expected or come to expect from the Thief franchise, but for me, I don't know, I like it. Is it next gen? No, not at all. This is a game that's on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, but it's fun. I mean, it's once you can just let yourself go and kind of just take in what the game wants you to do, it just seems to be a lot more pleasurable experience. Once I just allowed myself to go in, think like a thief, you know, the rush from thinking, oh man, there's this guy right here, and if I stick to this shadow just enough, but try to keep myself away, it's kind of like a rush when you're able to steal that item, and without getting caught, and you slide away and the guy's still sleeping, and just trying to see about playing this game without trying to destroy everybody, playing the game and trying to see how many stages you can get away with without killing people. Like, that became something that I wanted to do. So graphically, is it a improvement on anything we've really seen? No, it really feels like a current gen game, but I think it's still a fun game. Should you buy it? It's all depends on you. I really think that it's a fun game. Would I spend $60 on it now, with the lack of games that are coming out, lack of retail games that are coming out at this point in time? I think it's a pretty good spot. If you're not going to, I would say if you're not going to pick it up now, because of the small little drought that we have in between games, you're going to wait until after. Definitely go ahead and get it on the $40 range, the $30 range. I think the kind of the sweet spot is the $30-$40 range. If it's in between 30 and 40, I'd definitely say bite, unless you have some reservations from being an actual Thief franchise subscriber or franchise follower. And you have some kind of reservations just about the way the game plays. I think you might not necessarily jump into it but I would still say just give it a try. You never know. Just stay away from the reviews. I mean, see the reviews, look at the reviews, see what they say. But I think this is one of those games that you really need to try on your own. Like, I read some of the reviews and they were horrible. I played the game, and it kind of had it kind of made me feel like, you know what, I'm not supposed to like this game. And then after a while, when I just took in the game for what it was, I really enjoyed the game. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But matter of fact, no, I'm not. There's still some more things. Now I will say, as I forgot about this, the stealth swoop. That thing is overpowered. Now you can abuse it to the point where it stops you, and the stealth swoop. Now what that is it's like a quick movement where you can slide from a shadow through, like, let's say a lighted area to another shadow, and you can abuse the hell out of that thing. There's walking, there's running, and then there's stealth shadow. I spent a lot of time stealth shadowing just because it was a quick way to get through, and it kind of felt like on the difficulty I was on without the tweaks from custom settings, because like I said, you can switch that as well, so you can't stealth swoop as much. It just felt like I could do that forever. It was like skating on ice. No one could stop me. once I started to play the game the way it was intended to be played, it just seemed like it was kind of an overpowered move, and I could prey upon people at will on thief difficulty without the extra settings. But I'm gonna leave it right there. I've kind of been rambling for a little bit. Hopefully you guys can understand what I'm saying. Hopefully it's not all of a big weirdness of words, but I tried to go into this game after playing it by myself. Just try to play it the way it was intended to be played, and I found that it was worth it. Like I said, I'd probably give this game, in my opinion, probably like a 7, just because it's not necessarily in my genre, but it is a game that I thoroughly enjoyed. Will you? Well, it's up to you to decide. My name is ELTheGeek. You have yourself a great day. Peace.
Giant sloop. Hey, come on.